happened in Georgia is just an awful tragedy. And I know we've got a lot of parents.
I'm gonna stop you right there. A tragedy? This is not unforeseen. We know exactly why this happened, and we know that it's going to continue to happen. And the reason why it's gonna continue to happen is because you made clear, just like all your other bought and paid for corrupt politicians, that you are fine with the blood of children being spilled in this country, so long as it doesn't interfere with your profits or your donors. Because remember, folks, when they say pro-life, they don't mean children once they're born.
And a lot of grandparents in this room. I mean, I cannot imagine, little kids so excited to go back to school. God love them. And they're at their first week back from the summer. And an absolute barbarian decides to open fire and take their lives and also a couple teachers.
Barbarian? No. You are not going to do that. This is a minor. This is a kid. This is a 14-year-old. And the reason why they say things like barbarian or lone wolf is because they want to make you think that somehow this is an aberration. This is not the norm. This wouldn't happen to your family because after all, your children aren't barbarians. By calling him a barbarian, you are taking away the responsibility not only on his family. Side note, his dad did get arrested, and I'm very happy about that, because if our corrupt legislators aren't going to do anything, then it's about time someone get held accountable. Because, they passed laws saying that you can't sue gun manufacturers. Weird. But the point is, they want to make it seem other. They want to make it seem other. Oh, he's evil. He's a barbarian. He's a lone wolf. No, he's your kid too. He's everyone's son, especially if you're a white parent, because that's who keeps doing this. Where are the fathers? Where are the white fathers? This is not an aberration. This was not a barbarian. This is as American as McDonald's.
We gotta think about these people. If you're the praying type, and I know I am, we gotta hold them up in prayer. We gotta be hoping for the best for this incredible community, because no parent should have to deal with this.
Hoping.
What is gonna solve this problem, and I really do believe this, is look, I don't like this. I don't like to admit this. I don't like that this is a fact of life. But if you are a psycho and you want to make headlines, you realize that our schools are soft targets, and we have got to bolster security at our schools so that a person who walks.
Yes, the old thoughts and prayer routine. You know what's really funny is that they never just say thoughts and prayers when it comes to abortion, right? Like when it comes to abortion, he wants to be in your doctor's office. He wants to make abortion federally illegal at all stages. He wants IVF to be banned. He wants no-fault divorce to be banned. And he wants to make that law. So when it comes to things they want, all of a sudden we need all kind of laws. All of a sudden they're for big government. They're for legislation. But when it comes to anything that would actually protect you, hey man, we're just about small government and it's about thoughts and prayers. Talking about Republican hypocrisy is so exhausting because it's so tired and ubiquitous. I also like that he says hoping. We're really hoping this gets better. Yeah, you're right. It's not like you're a lawmaker or anything. But then again, that's where we get back to what they actually care about making laws for. Because these people say, oh, we hate big government. That's such a lie. They don't hate big government. They love big government, as we just talked about when it comes to things like getting up in your uterus. They love legislating tax cuts for the rich and deregulating big corporations so they can poison your food and water. It's not that they hate big government. That's why none of them ever want to leave office once they get in. It's that they hate government that works on behalf of regular people. Government, to them, is for the rich and corporations. And if you're like, well, what about abortion? They want to legislate that. That's not for the rich or corporation. No. Understand something. The abortion issue is not something that any of them actually give a fuck about. They do it so that they can appease the right-wing evangelical lunatic activists while they take all the money and run out the back door. That's why if you look at all their Supreme Court justices, they're not just radical right-wing zealots on abortion. They're all rich, corrupt plutocrats who have ties to dark money billionaires in every corporation you can think of. So after his fake empathy, let's go to what his solution is. Like Ted Cruz said, doors. We need more doors. We need all those underpaid teachers to also be trained to be military personnel. This is not only a ridiculous way to avoid having to actually talk about the real issue, which is assault weapons, it's also really stupid if you actually know a teacher. What teacher has time for that shit? I just think it would be a lot more honest if instead of lying about how Democrats are coming to take your guns, which is a lie that for some reason still works but has never even come close to happening, I wish they would just say what they're really thinking, which is our love for firearms and the culture of firearms and the gun lobby cash is worth having a few children get murked every once in a while. In order to make an omelet, you gotta crack a few eggs. And in order to maintain our freedom, this is just, as he said, an unfortunate fact of life.